You can call him a power play merchant all you want. I don't give a shit. That is unbelievable. A+ for Nuge in the regular season.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Like it's kind of wild what he was able to do, and like you said, just beat every single projection that we all had for him, and we're all pumped that he just signed here for 8 more years last summer, and then he comes out and does this. Like even if next season he comes out and gets honestly 70 to 60 points, I'll be pretty happy about it all, to be honest. Like, it's just what a season for the Nuge, and I think the whole season everyone was just so pumped to see what he was able to do.
100%, man. 9th in NHL scoring. Unbelievable. What a year from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And again, like, if you want to sit there and be like, oh, power play points, he got too many points on the power play, I don't like it. He still finished the year with, where is Nuge? He was 50 or tied for 55th in even strength points this year. Here's the guys he was tied with: Dylan Larkin, Chandler Stevenson, Vincent Trocheck, and Evgeny Malkin. And yes, all of those guys played at least 80 games this year. Here are some players he scored more 5-on-5 points than: Nick Suzuki, Alex Barkov, Mark Scheifele, Martin Necas. There's a long list of guys that he scored more than this year. Bo Horvat just got $8 million, and Nuge outproduced him at even strength. This guy's legit. You can sit there and do the power play merchant bullshit. He disappears when the time. Okay, so now we got to get into when the time mattered most in the playoffs. He wasn't good.
No, he was not good at all.
He'd probably be the first one to tell you that. A big reason why the Oilers did not win the Stanley Cup this year is because their support depth pieces did not show up when it mattered most. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins did not have a good playoff run. He's lumped into the conversation with Kane, who we talked about the other day, with Hyman, who we talked about a while back in our player card series. 1 goal in 12 games is not good enough for the Nuge. He only had 2 points outside of the power play. Not good enough. They needed more from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the playoffs. They didn't get it. So the grade goes from A+ in the playoffs to D, or in the regular season, to D+ in the playoffs.
I think D+ is even kind of high, to be honest. I think I shouldn't say lucky, but like he had a couple of moments in there where he did have, I think he had like a 3-point night one night, but it's like
rang a couple of goalposts.
Yeah, and like he was a bit bitten on occasions, but man, you got to find a way. You got to find a way, and unfortunately, News just wasn't. And like you said, like the reason the others weren't able to progress was we can lay it on the goaltending all we want, but this team is built on offense, and the offense half the time just didn't come if it wasn't. Like Klim Kostin had more goals than Nuge. Yeah. Yamo had the same amount of goals as Nugent-Hopkins. We're on about shipping him out this summer. So, yeah, Nuge has got to be better. I think it's kind of been back-to-back playoffs now where he's been a little lackluster. Big game against
Calgary, remember?
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. But I want to see more from him on a consistent basis in the postseason.
Career playoffs, 10 goals in 49 games. You want more from Nuge in the playoffs. But I'm not, come on, people, don't be dumb. Full no movement clause, signed for the next 7 years, $5.1 million. Imagine, and again, I know he's getting older. He's 30, which is crazy to think that Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is 30 years old. But in 3 years, $5 million is going to be 4% of the cap potentially.
Yeah,
3.5%.
It's not going to mean anything.
Crazy. That's going to be what you pay third liners in a few years.
It's going to be a $3 million contract.
The Nuge and Hyman deals are going to age good because of the cap. They will slowly slide down to being depth guys.
For sure.
By the end of those contracts, Hyman and Nuge will be your third liners. You'll have 2 good veterans on your third line, and they'll actually be paid appropriately for those roles, which is crazy.
Yeah, and the others will hopefully be in a better condition that they don't have to rely on those guys at that age too, right? So, yeah, I think that's an interesting point as well, just where the money's going to go. Like, you look at a guy like Sidney Crosby right now. He's 8. What is he? He's 8.7, right? And that is aged like fine wine.